Hey everyone, so the ROG Ally event is just around the corner. We're expecting it tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Today's video is going to be a little bit shorter, but we're going to go over everything that we know, and we're going to go over things that we're expecting to see at the event. So we'll cover what we know about the specs of the device, what kind of accessories we're expecting, and also how you can prepare for this, because I'm pretty sure pre-orders are going to drop tomorrow as well. First up, we're going to cover the specs. Now, if you are tuned in on Sunday, you already got this, but for those that weren't, I'm going to go over them again. So this is what we know about the ROG Ally. So first up, we have the APU. So we know that it's running a custom AMD APU, and it's called the Z1 and Z1 Extreme. They're part of the Z1 series chips. The weight we know is 608 grams. For storage, we have a 2230 size M.2 SSD. That's PCI Gen 4. We're expecting a few size variants. We're looking at a 256 gigabyte, a 512 gigabyte, and possibly a 1 terabyte option. For memory, we have 16 gigabytes of LPDDR5 RAM. The display is 7 inches, 1080p, 120 Hz refresh rate with 500 nits of brightness. It has a 40 watt hour battery. For I/O, we have a single USB-C port that's USB 3.2 Gen 2. We have a UHS-2 micro SD slot. We have a headphone jack, fingerprint sensor, and an XG mobile connector to connect to an eGPU. For price, we had a few different leaks. There's $599 for the Z1, $699 for the Z1 Extreme, both are in US dollars, and we also had a leak for a €799 model that would be coming in Europe. And of course, none of those are confirmed. We're going to find out on May 11th. So now we've covered the specs and potential price points, so let's go over what accessories we can expect to see tomorrow. First up, we've got the carrying case. So we've got two carrying cases that we've seen. One's a hard shell and one's a soft shell. So the soft shell is for sure confirmed. We've seen that tweeted out by ROG Global, and the other one we are getting from a bestbuy.ca site that shows what looks like a hardshell case. They're probably also going to show us the XG Mobile eGPU in action, so probably the 4090 and maybe some other versions. And then there's also a charging block that has an HDMI port and a USB-A port. I'm going to guess that's going to be sold separately and probably available at launch. Aside from that, they're probably going to show the controller that showed up in the Linus video, and probably some screen protectors or whatever else, maybe some thumb grips, stuff that we haven't really seen, but we can probably expect. And the last thing is to get ready for the event. So why I'm saying that is I'm pretty sure that pre-orders are going to go live tomorrow. So sometimes with these events, the pre-orders go live right after the event. So make sure that you're ready for it. Get your Best Buy account up to date. Make sure your visas are current. And of course, if you're forgetful for your password, make sure that you have access to the account. If you're outside of North America or somewhere where it might be sold at a different store, just make sure that your visa is good to go, and make sure that the vendors or the transaction isn't flagged by your credit card company so that you don't end up getting it kicked back and lose your spot. You'll want to do these things because the question you need to ask yourself is, can this item be scalped? If it can be scalped, scalpers will be there and they're probably going to buy them in droves. So make sure that you're there, prepared, ready to buy it if you're looking to get one on launch day. And now you're up to date on the expected specs, what you can do to get ready, and what we're expecting from the event. And one last speculation I'll throw into the mix is I think that the device is going to be released sometime in mid-June. We'll find out if I'm right or wrong tomorrow. I'll see you guys on the other side of the event, and I'll do a recap of everything that we've learned. Thanks for watching, and good luck against the scalpers.